Hello, everybody. This is Isabel Lopez from Miss Lopez YouTube channel, and here I am today with Surya from India.
Yes.
And she's from India, and now she's living in Sweden, where I've been living there for many years, and now I'm here in Spain. So, hello, Surya. How are you?
Hi, Isabel. I am good, and how are you?
Yes, fine, fine. How would I pronounce your name? I'm not
Uh,
very good at that.
I think it will be like Shreya.
Shreya. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I just want to let you know that Shreya is she's a young lady from New Delhi, living in Uppsala, Stockholm, and she's studying a master in engineering. Well, you can introduce yourself, please.
Yes. Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Shreya, as she said, and I am doing masters in electronics and computer science from Uppsala University. And I've just started here. I came here in September, and I absolutely love it, and I can't wait for the summer to come.
Okay. How long are you going to be in Sweden?
I think my course is going to be for 2 years, but after that, I might work here for some time, and then later on, I probably will move somewhere, or it depends upon where I get the best opportunity.
Okay, so as you see, she's a science woman, engineering. Okay, and but today we're gonna talk about spirituality in the
Yes.
difference between spirituality between Sweden and India. And
Yes.
yeah, so everybody knows India is a very spiritual country. Yoga and all these techniques come from there. And but please, Serya, could you please now when you've been living in Sweden for a short time for this period of time, what is your experience? What do you think is the difference between in this topic between Sweden and India?
Yes. Well, I would first say that India is a country which has a lot of history when it comes to spirituality and religion, and there are hundreds and hundreds of different cultures and people from different religious backgrounds who are there in India. And for Sweden, I feel it does not have that much history when it comes to religion and all. But yes, what is important in Sweden is what I have noticed is people don't fear God, and people know that it exists and they respect it. But um, in India, we generally have it's like, for example, when a person is born or somebody, generally we would put some thread on his or her hand, or take it to the astrologer and try to predict how he is going to be or she is going to be later on. I think such things don't happen in Sweden because, first of all, in India we have a lot of gurus, and by gurus I mean spiritual leaders who people follow and worship, and maybe their predictions were right for some people, and because of that other people follow them, so they become masses of people follow them. But in Sweden have not seen that. Like in India there are different temples, and even at home people have a room where they keep different monuments and worship. But in Sweden that's not the case. I think in Sweden spirituality and God is quite simple, and I like it because it's like they don't blindly follow anything or anybody, and religion helps you grow here. So that is one difference which I feel here between the two places.
Yeah, Sweden is the country of the Vikings.
Yes, so
Yeah.
exactly. So, well, yeah, and I think it's quite simpler here because also in India we have a lot of religious problems because different people follow, for some religion maybe eating beef, for example, is an issue, and some religions it's not an issue, and because of that there is a clash. And India being a secular country, because it's not easy to manage so many cultures and so many religions, but India does it, and that is why it's one of the best democracies because uh,
What do you mean,
to have
India?
yes,
India,
because
it's a good democracy.
yes, I mean, I don't know what. Well, for me, a good democracy is where you are heard and your views are respected. And in India, it is. there are so many, I don't know, I cannot think of a country which has so much diversity in religion, in culture, in everything, and still people live together. And it's a big thing because yes, there are problems, and yes, sometimes there are people on the road protesting, but I think that comes with pros and cons. And I feel right now, because we are a democracy, such things are bound to happen, and we all are living together without having one religion as the only religion. So I feel every democracy has its problem, but to have everybody be together and to move forward, it's a big thing, and I think we are succeeding in that.
Okay. But do you
Yes.
think even though Swedish people or Sweden that is not that religion, so it's religion is not that important. You think they have a spirituality because you may not be religious but still have spirituality.
Yes, and I really feel that good because yes, because a lot of people follow yoga, and in India, people used to follow yoga because they used to link it with religion. You know that okay, you sit in particular pose, and you know it's like facing the east side, or when the sun rises, you should sit that side, and you know all that. But in, I think in Sweden, the concept of yoga came from meditation and from the fact that you know it brings a lot of calmness and peace into your lifestyle. And I think that has nothing to do with religion, it is only to do with your own self and how you want to live a life. So yes, here it's totally different, religion and spirituality is different. And I think yoga has become popular because it is a person's choice. It is not related, or it's not a group who's doing yoga together. It's what you think is right for you, and you're doing that. So it's, that is why I think yoga has gained a lot of popularity, because it brings calmness, and I think almost everybody can do it. You just need, you, it helps you get attention and you know seek the real you.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
So this is, could you just make a resume? As could you just say, so you don't see there is uh, the importance of religion is not that much in Sweden.
Well, there it's different. I would say it is different. People are religious here, and I think, but there are, it's two different things, you know, being religious and being superstitious. It's good to be religious, but it's bad to be superstitious. And I think in India, people are superstitious, even though now the youth, they are getting much more aware, and they're not dwelling into, you know, the falsehoods of some XYZ person who says that, oh, I am some guru or some leader, and you know I'm going to let your life be better and do this and put this much money. No. So yes, people are getting better, but I think here people are not superstitious, and they would not, they feel that yes, there is a force which governs the entire universe, and yes, they believe in that, but not specifically, you know, building temples or building church and everything will, you know, it's different, it's not superstitious here.
Okay.
It's much simpler, I would say.
Yeah, okay, I understand. Okay, so just you could you let us know about certain rituals or certain practices that you think is good to connect with our higher self, for example?
Yes, I think the first and foremost would be, I mean, it's very popular. I think most people who do yoga must be knowing about it. It's pranayam, and it is
Prana,
about, you
prana?
know,
What do you say?
pranayam. It is a yoga pos. Pranayam,
Yeah,
yeah, so it's basically you do that in the morning, and you know it helps you, it's like a breathing exercise, and it is through that, you know, you're controlling your breath by that. And you'll find many videos on the internet about that. And it's also, there's surya namaskar, which is you know, saying namaste, or saying hello to
namaste.
the sun, so it's basically you do that in the morning, and it's a posture where you stand. And so these are the few things which, you know, if you do in the morning, it's
Could you
actually
say this again, please? O sea, pranayana and
yeah, and surya namaskar, pranayam and surya namaskar.
say this again, please, so
Okay,
people know.
yeah, so it's pranayam
Pranayam,
and and surya namaskar.
Surya Namaskars. Okay, what does it
Yes.
mean?
So it's just a posture. One is a breathing exercise. The first one is
Can you
pranayam.
do it?
Is I
Yes.
I can't. No, I think I need to be in a more flexible clothes.
Okay, okay.
Well, yes, but no, the first one is just breathing exercise. But the idea behind all of this is that when we begin our day, we should begin in a note, not just looking at our phones, but rather you should sit by yourself and, you know, have control over your body. And I think if you begin your day like that, having control over yourself, I feel you will have a control over your day. And I think that is the problem with people nowadays. They don't have control over themselves and they try to seek control from others. But the thing is, we have everything within, and we just need to have calm and control over ourselves and our emotions.
Okay, but what do you mean, calm and control of our emotions? What do you mean by that?
I think it's like we seek approval from others, and more than that, we have started living a life for the people who are who don't even care we exist, you know, like for example social media, you know, people want to have so many followers and so many likes and people are going crazy about it, but
Mm.
how many people are happy really about it? I don't think many, you know. What is the point of starving and having a amazing figure when you are not happy? So I feel it is much more important to, you know what is good for your own self. So it's like we just want to please everybody around us that we forget about what we want. And that is called calmness, and that is called knowing what your body wants. So, you know, if you one day want to eat, just eat. Don't care what the other person is thinking. As simple as
Yeah, I completely agree. If you want to be happy and feel good, you have to listen to yourself
that.
and
Yes.
don't trying to find the solution outside. Because I
Yes.
think there is chameleon. It's a law. There's how is inside is outside. You know?
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And you know, the happiest people are those who have a balance from inside and outside. You know, there is a flow of energy. If you just become too outgoing and just you forget everything inside, I feel you will be a robot.
Okay. Okay, so thank you very much,
Yes.
Freya. So
Okay.
I think it's a really good tip. So, but could you just say in a very, very few sentences, what are your tips?
Tips for what
Yeah, yeah,
exactly?
I'll resume this in like number one, number
Um,
two, number three.
Okay, well, let me, I can try, I don't know. But yes, firstly, I feel know what you want and give yourself time. Also, don't be superstitious, um, because, you know, we are not trying to impress a religion. We are trying to be a part of one. And to be a part of one, you don't have to impress. So, you know, it's very complicated, but it's very easy if you understand it. So, for Indian people, yes, you know, being superstitious is wrong, and it's, you know, yeah, no. And respect everybody else, and yes, and also respect your own self and value your own feelings. So yes, that's more or less it.
May I ask you
And
a
meditate.
question? What are the difference between being spiritual and being superstitious?
Well, I think if you do yoga, probably you're spiritual. Spiritual would be, and as layman would be having a connect with a force above you. I would see that is being spiritual. Okay, if you meditate and if there's a connection, that's what we say, that's called being spiritual, you know. Maybe when you're meditating or when you are just sitting and just, you know, with your eyes closed, and when you're observing your breathing, you feel, you know, then that's called spiritual. And superstitious would be, okay, saying that, oh my, for example, my life, it's getting too down, and I know there's nothing good is happening for me, and somebody says, okay, just wear this stone on your finger and things will go right. Or not even that, for example, just put another alphabet in your name and things will go good for you. People have done that, and I know. So that, I think, is superstitious, because no, that doesn't, that such things don't, I mean, maybe things were bound to go right for you, and you start believing that, oh, just because you added an extra A in your name, things got better. But no, that does not happen. So that's called being superstitious, because it's not about things getting better. It's about you become more and more superstitious after one time. It's like one time you do this, second time you will do more. So there's no end to it. So it just shifts. I think, yes, when you're spiritual, you have the control over yourself, but when you're superstitious, some other forces have control over yourself. That's the difference.
Mm. Yeah. The important is to connect to yourself.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And not believing that everything is because you do this or that. It's because
Yes.
you connect. I think it's the rituals I suggest is because so it's like a tool to people to connect to themselves. No, the
Yeah,
other way.
exactly.
No, the other
Yes,
way.
yes.
Yeah,
So
it's a tool.
great.
Okay,
Yeah.
so thank you, Seria. Thank you very much. I mean, I love also sometimes talking in English. Sometimes my channel is in Spanish, but I really love talking in English sometimes, though
Yes.
Spanish is my mother tongue as well. But English is your mother tongue. In India, you speak English.
Well, Hindi is my mother tongue, because I'm
Hindi.
not, but my schooling and everything has been in English, because in India we have many languages and it is impossible for everybody to know all the languages. So English is one official, one, I don't know if it's official, but yes, one language where all the paperwork and all the documents are in English. So yeah, English is quite common.
Okay, thank you,
Yeah.
Sergey. I hope
All
you
right.
come back soon. And
Yes.
you know, if you like more videos in English, so just let me know. You can always send me an email or contact me in Instagram, Miss Lopez Events, and my blog, misslopez.se. Okay, so thank you very much, and I see you soon. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.